Hello, Chestatee families, and welcome to the Facebook Friday Show. I'm Meg Killingsworth, your Family Engagement Coordinator, and I'm here with one of our assistant principals, Miss Abby Gaines. Hi, Abby.
Hi, Meg. Good to see you. Good to see you, families. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. So, Miss Gaines, we've got the milestones coming up starting next week. I know there's lots of questions, and I know that you're our testing coordinator. So let's start off by answering some of the most common questions that we have, which are what grades take the milestones and when do they take those?
Those are great questions. So we have our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders participating in the Milestones assessment this year. And I've made a little cheat sheet, but all of this information will also be linked in this post in more detail for anyone that might miss it as I'm talking through. 3rd grade is going to be taking the Milestones assessment on April 26th, 27th, 28th, and then May 3rd and 4th. And that may seem like a lot of days, but what we've learned over the years is that students really perform better when we're just doing small chunks at a time. So they've split up all of the sections of the test to where they're only taking one section a day. So they'll take an ELA section 1, section 2, section 3, and then 2 sections of math the next week. So it only ends up being around an hour each day, and really they feel much better about it.
I like that too. Yeah.
4th grade will be that next week, May 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th, and 11th. So that's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. And then 5th grade actually takes one additional assessment for science. And so they have an extra day. There will be testing at the same time as 3rd grade, the 26th, 27th, 28th. They will also have the 29th, which is a Thursday. That's the day they'll take the science assessment, and then May 3rd and 4th. And if there are students that are absent, we leave kind of a little cushion there at the end to where we can do makeup assessments. But I would just say we're going to try to start each day at 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I know sometimes our car line runs a little bit later, but we would love for everybody to be here and be ready to start at 8.
Great. So maybe plan ahead and get into Carline a smidge early. We'll roll those cars through as fast as we can to get started close to 8. And Miss Gaines, you said it's going to start around 8 and then about an hour each day is what children can expect.
Sometimes it's a little bit shorter, sometimes it's a little bit longer. It really depends on the section of the test, but on average, about an hour a day.
And that's really nice too. I know I've given the test many times, and it's long when you're doing more than a section. So that's great news to hear.
And so it's really not going to seem like any different than an assessment that they would take in the regular classroom when they would spend about an hour.
That's great. And then you can still go on with learning and everything afterwards. What would you say are your tips for families?
That's a great question. During this assessment, I would say I would have the same tips as any other school day. Just encourage your child, try to make sure that they get a good night's sleep. We want everybody to have breakfast in the morning, which we will make sure everybody has had breakfast. Even if you're rolling in at the end of car line, we're going to make sure they get breakfast before they start an assessment, and then just send them on their way with some positive affirmation for the day. So really the same as any other day.
Good deal. And we want kids to do their best, but we're really not going to stress about this. This is used for data. How will teachers use that in the future?
That's a great question. So just like any other assessment that we take in the classroom, teachers are going to look at this to see where are kids right now, and then what is the next thing that we feel like they need. So this year's teachers will be able to kind of reflect on the school year and see how might have my pacing have impacted this. And then next year's teachers will also be able to look at this data to see what your student specifically needs and where gaps may be, or where they need to be enriched, right?
Great data for us all. Wonderful. Well, good. So families, that's going to start on Monday. We'll probably send a messenger just to remind so that we can get our car line going and finished so that we can start testing as early as possible, as close to 8 o'clock. And Miss Gaines, thanks for joining as a guest to explain those. Everything about testing. Remember that in this post, there's going to be a link, everybody. So click on that link if you want more details than we shared in the show.
Thanks for
Happy,
having me, Meg.
yes, ma'am. And happy Friday, everybody. And we will see you soon. Happy weekend. Bye-bye.